The Indiana Fever, as I did a video reaction last night right after the game, absolutely dismantled drubbing, destruction, annihilation, cremation, whatever you want to call it, roasting, sauteed, whatever your form, the Chicago Sky. And a lot of today's focus is on the player that everybody, at least her fan base, and the WNBA too, and ESPN.
Imagine selling out arenas in college, only to face a near-empty stadium in the pros. That's Angel Reese's reality when Caitlin Clark isn't playing.
But nonetheless, the expectations is not matching the performance, and it hasn't been. And we've been trying to tell you that since the beginning of last year. Unfair. You know what? And to Angel Reese, they never should have done this. All right? Now, had she not played along with the Bubba Wallace, Jussie Smollett race hoax, I might feel somewhat bad for her. When they were like, oh, it's so close for Rookie of the Year. And I'm like, it is? Question mark? Are you kidding me? And look, I can no longer sit here and do the whole, she's Andre Drummond.
How did the Sky's ticket prices plummet to just $8 without Clark, while Clark's presence can drive them to $165? There's more to this story than meets the eye, and it's not just about basketball. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now back to the video.
All right, so did Moses Malone, so did Dennis Rodman, and now her fans are starting to do the Bud Rodman in rebounds. Oh, no, wait. Get back to us in 10 or 12 years. I mean, that's where we was at, folks, was Andre. Because she can't score. Andre Drummond actually had some seasons where he scored points. Before you decide to draw that comparison to a Hall of Fame, let's not do that. She got a lot of years to go.
Imagine this. Two players, both fresh off electrifying college careers, enter the WNBA carrying the weight of sky-high expectations. One of them, Caitlin Clark, can sell out an arena with ease. The other, Angel Reese, struggles to make a dent in ticket sales when Clark isn't involved. Why is there such a huge gap? The difference might seem surprising, but it's been years in the making. Clark's ability to draw fans goes way back. Her college games at Iowa weren't just popular, they were events. People didn't show up just to cheer for her. They came to see jaw-dropping basketball. Clark's court vision, her sharp shooting, even her swagger. It all left fans wanting more. Fast forward to the WNBA, and her skill set continues to bring in crowds that pay hundreds for a ticket. It's not smoke and mirrors, it's pure sport.
By the way, let me just, let's see. It's just 2 of 7 in 26 and a half minutes. 4 points, 12 boards. Here's the problem with even celebrating her rebounds. She actually made that layup. I mean, look, hell frozeth over last night. And that was nearly the last time that she scored in this game. 5 offensive boards. Yikes. Her plus-minus was minus 20. And Kia Nurse was even more hot garbage.
Then there's Angel Reese. She's wildly famous off the court, from magazine covers to viral TikToks. But when it comes to her games, things look different. When the Sky plays without Caitlin Clark in town, ticket prices drop embarrassingly low, like $165 down to $8 low. For perspective, that's not even the price of a decent meal at some restaurants. It's almost like her fame doesn't quite match her impact on the hardwood. Part of the problem is Reese's performance this season. Her shooting percentage has dipped, with just 31.3% of her shots finding the net. That's a steep fall from her college numbers.
Now dribble lost Colson. Whoop. And I showed this last night. Whoop. Yeah, Ariel Atkins was also hot garbage. So, just remember, people aren't just watching the WNBA for Caitlin Clark. They're watching because of Angel Reese too, folks. And look, this is what Angel should be doing. I mean, honestly. I mean, look, we can't act like there's not a place for her in basketball. But guys, I'm going to show you a statistic in a minute.
She's also struggling with layups, ranking as the league's worst in that stat, despite being one of the most aggressive around the rim. These misses aren't just stats, they're lost points that roll into losses for her team. The Sky sits in 7th place, and those inefficiencies are a big reason why. Clark's consistency speaks directly to basketball fans who crave skill and wins. Reese's fame gives her a platform, but on the court, it's not translating into the same level of support. And as we'll see, this is about more than numbers. It's about what fans truly value. You know what's crazier? Angel Reese is pulling off double-doubles almost every game, yet her team just keeps losing. It doesn't add up at first glance, does it? But if you look past the shiny stats, there's a bigger problem. Reese's on-court struggles, especially with layups, have become a serious issue. Layups are supposed to be the easiest shots in basketball, yet she's managed to turn them into missed opportunities. She's actually the least efficient player in the entire league when it comes to converting these close-range shots, despite attempting more of them than almost anyone else. That's a momentum killer, plain and simple. Every miss not only leaves points on the floor, but can shift the energy of an entire game against her team. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is making every second on the court count. When you watch her play, it's not just about the stats, it's how she controls the game, how she elevates everyone around her. Clark's ability to find open teammates, knock down clutch threes, and take over when needed defines exactly why her teams win. Her fans see her as more than talented. They see her as a leader. Compare that to Reese's performances, and the differences get harder to ignore. Even when Reese puts up big numbers, the Sky's losses keep piling up. That disconnect between individual performance and team success is not something you see with Clark. And here's another thing to think about. Fans of both players show up for very different reasons. Reese's massive following on social media is undeniable, and her off-court presence is magnetic. She's confident, bold, and her personality draws attention. But analysts point out that her fan base might not actually care as much about what she does during the game as they do about her presence off the court. Clark, she's all basketball all the time. Her fans want to see her dominate on the hardwood, and that pure passion for the game is what fills arenas. So the real question is, can Reese flip the narrative? Her potential is obvious, but converting internet fame into lasting basketball success? That's a whole different story. Caitlin Clark's ability to pack arenas proves one thing. Fans crave skill and passion over everything else. Her consistent performance on the court isn't just entertaining, it's magnetic. Meanwhile, Angel Reese's journey highlights a different challenge. Despite her massive off-court fame and social media reach, fans aren't showing up for the same reason. The numbers don't lie. Basketball-first talent drives the game's growth, while fame without results struggles to hold long-term. So, where does this leave Reese? Can she evolve her game to match her hype? The league's future depends on stars like Reese and Clark shaping what comes next.